Greetings, welcome to LXF. We're back with more of the Halloween Spooky Train Mason Bogey build thing. Yes, all that. I don't really have a plan for today. I just kind of want to build, and that's about it. Just chill and build. Anyways, let's go over to our ad spot, and then we'll jump right over to the studio, shall we? Bricky Prints, your place for custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts. If you like what I do, definitely what he does. There's custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts for my mocks and a lot of other creators' mocks. Make sure to check it out www.brickprint.com. Take a look around, support me, and yeah, enjoy all that. And let's go on over to the studio, shall we? Alright. So honestly, I was kind of tempted to do some Valve Gear stuff today. Custom Valve Gear and wheels. But I think I won't actually. I think I'll leave that for maybe Friday, and we'll just kind of work here more on the body of things. I think that'll be kind of a better use of my time. Alright, well, at least I hope that'll be a better use of my time. Okay, so this deck part stretches all the way back, covers like the entire thing. Okay. Alright, and actually we should probably also work on getting the rear bogey built up as well too. Yeah, we won't do 3 of these in a row. That's for sure. Is there show up panels here? Is there a Technic brick? Because I would like to power it. Technic brick, here we go. One more than that, eh? Okay. I think I'm okay with the bogey kind of sticking a long ways out this way. So that way we have an area to attach the coupler to. Go ahead and use this then. And this will be a powered bogey. So we'll have that going for us as well. Alright, let's grab these 2 wheels. And attach them kind of like this. I need to copy and mirror them across as well too. Yeah, I think those are on more or less. Copy, paste. Are these like number 6 wheels? Yeah, these are number 6 wheels. Okay, so they're slightly bigger than just your normal disc shape. Also, I am now realizing too that there is no middle here. How do these bogies look in the rear? Oop. There we go. So it's basically straight across. You have these little boxes right here and right here. And then of course the little like bearing boxes. You know what, I need to bring in like a second one of these diagrams. Hold please while I do that. Let's see here, where is... Oh wait, no. I'm supposed to use a different set of diagrams. That's right. I almost forgot about that. Where is that at? Yeah, it's here. 3-foot Lego gauge guy in the Discord. Let me know of more diagrams here. So I will Are these all WebPL images? Oh no. Oh no. Yep, they're all WebPL images. Oh, goodness me. I should have thought about this before bringing them over. Alright, well. I gotta go paste these over. Sorry, everyone. And get these saved as actual, like, just regular PNG files instead of the web files. Yeah, that. Oops, I didn't want to delete that. That's valve gear stuff. We don't need that today. We need that. We need that. Dang, you can almost build like a scale model of one of these mason bogies with how detailed these are. Oh, is this the rear trucks here? No, that's the spring rigging. The cylinders and brakes. Ender trucks, here we go. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I got an image for the tender trucks. Is there anything else I need? That's that. That's that. Oh, is this for like the tender stuff? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is like interior detail and other stuff. Okay. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at. I'm sorry. I just don't have it set to sharing. I just need to get these images placed. Get these images saved real quick that are on the Discord. Okay, I think I have everything that might be important for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and use these then. Alright, so delete you and you. Model, add reference image. Downloads. This guy. Model, add reference image. This is the bogey. Add reference image. You as well. Okay, so I want to scale this to be 8 wide for the cab bit. And we'll go from there. Oh, is that more or less 8 wide? Yep, that looks more or less 8 wide. Yep, there we go. Okay. This is now roughly scaled out. Go ahead and drop this kind of down in place here. Okay, getting this aligned will be fun. Yeah, so we basically have the same things already going on. This didn't really change much of anything. Guess I don't need these brackets here anymore. Just slap in some like 1x2s here, and then it'll be fine. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's put that to the side, put that to the side. Tender truck. It's 36 inches on center. What is that now in studs? That and a bracket, I guess, technically. Yep, that is exactly what it is. I don't think we're gonna be able to do on bracket. I think we're probably still gonna be sticking with this, right? Doesn't seem like much has changed in terms of how things are set up. Yeah, if I didn't want the rear bogey powered, I'd have to change things. But yeah, I do want this rear bogey powered. I think doing both bogies powered would be like perfect. Let's see here. Let's get this image overlaid and get it kind of set upon it. Yoink. That's probably way too small for what it needs to be, but it's fine. Hey, is that about in the middle? Yeah, it's about in the middle. Nope, wrong one. This one. Boop. Alright, that seems to be pretty good. Okay, so tender bogey. Oh, there's springs up top here. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, but I can do the big long plate like that. I think we're gonna need that big long plate in order to do basically anything. I think the bogies are gonna have to be like this though. Yeah, that's more or less how it's gonna have to be. And I can do a tile around. Oh. Hello, I'm seeing the drawings I found are making your modeling better / more painful. Yeah, I guess it's 50-50. Ooh. Yeah, we don't have a good disc for that, do we? Unless, is that a 3x3 disc? Roughly? Not even. That is like 2.5? Yeah, it'd be like 2.5. I don't think there is anything that's like round and 2.5 shaped. Huh. Okay, maybe I'll have to design up some custom blinds then for the middle of that bogey. That should be alright. Okay, and then the other thing I need to do is I need to have these little boxes here. Honestly, I'm not sure how to do that. Yeah, I mean, an ingot piece would be perfect for that little box. It goes there. I need to do something with these. The bearing boxes. Like a slope to them, but also, I mean, traditional ways can always do something like this or even that. I might just go square. Plop these on there. Right? No, they got kind of a rounded shape to the top of them. Maybe I'll use the tile, like the tooth tiles. Kind of like that. And it'll maybe get kind of a rough bearing box shape. Yeah, that seems to kind of work. For that, actually, you know what? I could probably use a clear brick modified, couldn't I? Use one of these, maybe? Trans clear. Yeah, except I wish these guys came in trans clear. They don't. Unfortunately. I want all those come in trans clear real quick. Hold on. Trans clear. Not everything comes in trans clear. Hold on. There we go. So what are our options for trying to get that, like, I guess those would be like suspension boxes, wouldn't they? This would be for the suspension going across side to side. We got anything that works for that? I guess no. I guess I could use these sideways, but I have a feeling they might start hitting the wheels. Yeah, it's probably gonna start hitting those train wheels. That doesn't quite work. Going like this works, but it would make them float outwards, especially if I put them on like this. Kind of float sideways a little bit. Let's go add a trans clear real quick. Ingot right there, and put another ingot right there. Maybe actually that doesn't look too bad. For the springs though up above, I don't know if I really have anything that kind of has that shape going on there. Weird, like, curved shape. Minifig. Probably think of like a weapon maybe that might have something similar going on. Possibly. Trying to look and think here. What might represent that kind of spring looking shape. Okay, scythe are just too massive. They do almost have the correct shape going on the end there. Like way too massive though. Katana too big. Wait, katana with a short blade. That's a different type of sword. There's another name for those. Unless I'm not thinking of it correctly. What is this? Oh, okay. What color did this come in? Flat silver. That probably works, honestly. Actually. But though I'll put it way too high, right? Yeah. Wonder if there's another way I can mount it to the bogey. Because that'd be almost perfect for that shape up atop there. Okay, select by connected, grab all of you. Alright, and then I need to get this mounted up as best as I can. Potentially, I might just not have a center going on here. Or like a center wheel. But I wonder how obvious that would be to not have the center wheel. That almost needs to be a bracket. Let's see, bracket, downwards. This will put it too low. I need to put it a plate higher. Plate modified, please. I need like the square. Here we go. Okay, there's 3 across. Plate modified with. It can't be a jumper though. Basically, only got the single stud connected into. At least on the back here. I guess unless I do a tile going across, like that. Oh, but it's not like even though. You need to jumperize it. Oh, camera, don't do weird things, please. Yeah, like right about there. 6 pretty far out, doesn't it? A little bit, yeah. I mean, at least technic axle. Allow me to use a longer axle, which would keep the wheels on a little better. So maybe it's all right. I don't know. I generally don't like having these stick out like this, bogey-wise. Yeah, the tile's going to be a bit thick, but maybe then that'll allow me to do clips with the swords on the ends. Just fine. That's still too tall, actually. I need to do something else to get that kind of lowered down. Copy, paste. Yeah, I wonder. Can I use like a droid arm or something to get that on there? I'll round with the bar. Minifig, body part, droid arm, please. Yeah, that'd be almost too low. Okay, so that's too low. Right about there is where I need to have it. How does that sit? Not well. It does not sit very well in there. That doesn't mean I can't just use like a plate round. Right, yeah, and then put just a tiny chunk of hose in there. Call that kind of good. One stud sideways. Yep, there we go. All right. Grab all of this. Cappy mirror. Oh, yeah, that won't go there because it needs to be longer. Okay. I can do that. Need a longer plate round. That. Grab the sword. Oh, that sword didn't like to be copy mirrored. There we go. There we go. Cool. Maybe I'll go ahead for extra reasons to do that too there. Alright, then more or less copy these over to the other side. And you're acting weird again. You can stop that. There we go. Looks pretty alright. It's really wide though. I think that's the only thing I don't really like about it is it's extremely wide. 11.2? Really? Yeah, this is 8 wide here. Or 11.2 the other way. Oh, there it is. It's 11.2 the other way. So this puts out about 9 wide then. Yeah, 9.2. It's a little wide, and I probably can suck it in, but... Oh, why is that axle not there? That's a little weird. Yeah, maybe I'll call that pretty good there for the bogey. Let's go ahead and add the geared guts into it so that we can call this good. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to change a little bit of this again. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to put this a little bit sideways. Okay, bracket. Facing upwards, thank you. The upwards bracket is enough? Okay. Brick rounds then. There we go. Yep, that'll work out. Okay, cool. Just brings it out more so that I can use the center of the bogey for doing the gearing and other stuff. Kind of the whole purpose behind doing it like this. Paste. Yep, like that. There we go. And yeah, I don't think we'll notice that there's a missing wheel in the center. Hopefully. Oh, there's internal brake rigging there. I guess if I ever did like a really high definition model of this thing, a Mason bogey, a lot of these drawings would be pretty useful to follow. Alright, time for gearing. So we want to offset one gear there. Gear on that side. I probably want to actually get these Technic connectors in here. They're little bits. There we go. Okay, one of you right there. I think that's about as centered as I can get it. Another one right there. Perfect. Axle. Would this be a... This would be another 6 long axle. Gear it fast, as these things can move at like 40 or even 50. Oh, they could really like chug along, couldn't they? Well, this one is directly driven because there's a motor right here. It's just straight powering this bogie. I could technically do that here too with like one axle. Not both. Kinda wish these motors, these certain cube motors had like just straight through power output, so they could output backwards as well as forwards. That'd probably be pretty nice. Cause yeah, unfortunately, due to how I have this with this front one like that, I can't really do up gearing. Try and get even more speed out of it. So I'll just have to kind of be as it is. With the circuit cubes. Alright, and then I just need a bevel gear in the middle here. Alright, cool. Technic. Lift arm. I need a spacer. Here. Here and one. Last one over here. There we go. And then I just need more of these Technic bits here. Shoved in here. Hey, Luffy's here. Welcome. There we go. That should be pretty good for the gearing, hopefully. Let's see. Plate modified. I need the square. This guy. Right there in the center. Oh, wait. Nope. He can't. He can't actually go there. It doesn't actually work. Yep, nope, I can't even actually place any of them over the center like that. Okay, so that means I'm gonna have to jumperize it all. Try and get a good center on there. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess it's can work out still fine. Let's see here. Give me the stud connection. Thank you. By 3, connect stud connection there as well. By 2. 1 by 2. And then the 1 by 2. There we go. Perfect. And then yeah, we'll pull back out the square guy here. Right? Or no, I should probably just have a Technic plate going across, shouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Technic plate. You across. I should probably actually attach the gearing first. How long of axle should I need? I don't think I need that long of axle. Technic axle, maybe 5 long? 5 long, I think it's too long. 4 long. Yeah, probably 4 long would be fine. Give me that bevel gear. And stick it right there. There we go. Boop. There we go. Now we have gearing going upwards, which we'll have to fit the motor and battery box around. Like I need to put some extra plates around here too. Plate there, and yeah, plate should just fit right above top here. Just fine. Turntable. Yeah, even the big turntable. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's looking pretty great. For the rear bogie. Which means I just need to get it attached now to the rest of the frame. The rest of the frame isn't really that built out yet. So hold please as we build out the rest of the frame. Let's see here. I need to, I guess, do brackets inside a little bit. Kinda like that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how I have to do this because this bottom edge here has to stick out just a little bit. Okay, so we're at 6 wide. This will be closer to like 7 or so wide. I think what I need to do too, especially for this curved rear, is probably insert one of these guys. Like that. Because yeah, one more plate layer will bring us out to 8. And then we need to go out one more plate layer even to go to the full 8 with a tile sticking out. Studs wide with the tile sticking out. Yeah, like that. Alright, that'll work out. Oop. I wanted to copy mirror it now. Give me. Copy mirror. There we go. Get it. Yeah, that's kind of the basis for the frame. I guess one thing I could have done is get this out more. No, I can actually probably just hide it, couldn't I? Completely. Oh, well, at least I hope I can hide it. 6, and you cannot do that. Okay, well, I guess we can have some studs hanging on the back then. That'll be fine. Tile 1x4. There we go. So yeah, that's more or less the whole frame there for the tender and cab area altogether. Go with a little toolbox here. I think we could just do some 6 wide plates on top of here. Like 2 or 3 of those. Actually, probably just 2 of those stacked and then do a 1x2 slope. Anyways, I need a Technic plate. plate. Long boy. Somewhere around here. Okay, and then I need a plate round. Question is, what layer level does this go on for that center bogey? Like, is that too high up there? Yeah, I think that's too high up in there. Okay, so I need to bring this down a little bit. Technique, plate, I said. So yeah, like that. Let's fill out the rest of the bottom here with other plates. Like some 3x3s will be fun on that side. And then I can copy and mirror the 6x6 on this side. Just fine. Plate round. Now can I put you here? Okay, go ahead and create a submodel, please. Thank you. Okay, where is the center connection at? Is that it? I think that's it. Oop, there we go. Okay, is that the same layer height here as the rest of the bogies? Front one. Attach you to there. Okay. That is, no, that is a plate too low? More than a plate too low. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I may also have to adjust this frame up a plate. Maybe I'll do that first. Get the frame moved up a plate. Yeah. Select by connected, grab all of you. Frame up a plate. Doesn't really want to go up a plate. Hold on. Oh boy. I need this stud here to go to here. Are we good now? More or less. Yeah, more or less good. It's a little down the rail, but that's probably going to be fine. Is this one also down on the rail a little bit? No, this one's on the rail. Do I have some 6s? I think I have some, maybe some custom wheels that'll work. Oop. 2 E's. 2 E's, brain. Okay, that one. Number 5. Let's try this guy. Ah. Okay, here we go, this one. Yeah, no, it's same difference. Okay. It might be because this is like off by like weird amounts. I think this is like off by like a strange amount. Brian Wong, hello, welcome. Is that more or less? Actually, you know what? More or less, that's probably off by like a weird amount, isn't it? Yeah, because this isn't even with everything else. Might be off by like a bracket thickness. Is that really what it is? Bracket thickness off? I mean, that's solvable by just changing how a lot of this attaches here. Interesting valve gear custom piece. Do you design them yourself, or do you happen to have a link to where I can find the IO files? These are Brecklin brick pieces. They don't actually work for my purpose. As you can see, it's not actually like attached. So I will be on Friday going over and designing a lot of the new valve gear myself. For Brecklin Bricks, does Brecklin Bricks have a link to studio files? I think they do. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can't Google it here in the background. Brecklin Bricks studio file. Resources, Brecklin Bricks. Here we go. Wheels, rods. Yep, here it is. Found it. So here, this is what you want. There is the resources. So this has all their wheels, and their valve gear. So I use them for their wheels and rod files. I didn't know they released valve gear too. Yeah, the valve gear is, I guess, not super recent anymore, but it's at least recent in terms of what they've released. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Enjoy. Cause yeah, this doesn't actually fit, so I gotta do some custom valve gear for Bricky Prints. Possibly also some custom wheels too. That'll be a Friday me problem. Anyways, this is off by a bracket. We need to redo a lot of what we solved on like last week, which I'm not looking forward to here, but kind of have to do it anyways. Okay, get rid of all this. Probably end up just deleting most of those parts. Okay, how we're looking here. That is probably hitting the studs, isn't it? A little bit, yeah. Okay, how can I work around this here? At least for the most part, I think I can work around this by putting 4x6 plate kind of down here in the ground. And then I need to do bracket offset here. Which I don't even know how the heck to do that. Unless it's just coming straight off of here. Give me that bracket offset that I'm looking for. I don't think it does. No, that's way less than a bracket offset. It was worth a try. Only real way I can think of doing the bracket offset is by mounting this guy upside down. Which doesn't feel very much like a solution. Doesn't feel like a solution. Doesn't feel like a great solution either. I could move this guy up. Oh, let me grab the axle, please. Thank you. Because that would make this part blind, right? That should be more or less a plate, right? You are not a plate. Okay. The spacing between these axle holes is kind of weird. But yeah, it has to kind of basically be like that. That is our setup. Oh, I have to live with. I guess we're gonna mount this guy upside down. Can I? Okay, at least for the top, or I guess the top of this brick, which is now the bottom. I could probably run these guys upside down, couldn't I? or upside down. My brain is all topsy-turvy. I just need to attach things. Okay, and then gently pull this up. There we go. Have we solved it? We have solved it. Okay. We are back in business. Yep, this is as good as we're gonna get. All right, so this will be fine. Is it a disaster? Very much so. But it'll be fine. Mostly, I think. We'll have to try and cover up some of this as much as possible, but yeah. Okay, if I do brick modified, you, my good sir. Oop. Yeah, you attached to there. Perfect. Which means these tall boys can go next. Right there. Or not. Why are you angry? I thought it was aligned. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, I see where I messed up. I see where I messed up. Okay, well, let's just get this kind of back together then. As much as we can. I need tile. I actually do plate round. So I think I can just... Or actually, no. No, never mind. I take back what I said. There we go. Because yeah, that boiler ends like right here-ish? Somewhere in here? I guess, do I need the... Yeah, let's maybe just throw the tile modified in. The studs on the end. There we go. Cool. And then I'll go ahead and throw in some plate rounds. There and there. Oh, I have these. Ha! Feather. Where is that minifig headpiece? Did they really call it fire instead of feather? I thought, because it's been used so interchangeably, I can't tell what it is anymore for that minifig headgear piece. Does fire not bring it up? Okay, fine. I'll go manually search for it then. I thought I could just do a search. Headgear accessory. Here we go. Why do I not see it? Oh no, here it is. Yeah, it was a feather. Did I just not see it the first time? Because I'm just blind? Yeah, nope, I didn't see it the first time because I'm blind. Okay. Yep. Well, that's fair. Okay, and then we want to just into this ever so slightly. Copy and paste again. Rotate that around. Oh, that's hitting still. That not be hitting? I know at some point these don't hit each other. It's probably close enough. It's probably some weird in between. Yeah, it'll be fine. Now we have fire! Now I just gotta build up the rest of the boiler here. And make sure I reconnect this upside down. At least I need to make sure that whatever, however I connect it is fairly solid. So I have some ideas for that. Oh yeah, no, that boiler's far too long now. All right. Thought it might be. Yeah, with that door coming way out like that, this all kind of needs to back up just a little bit. All right, and then we'll just throw down the two 2x4 tiles down here. There we go. All right, sweet. Yeah, this is completely even here, which makes it not so easy to do anything too crazy stud connection wise. Which means really my best bet is to just do a tile around there, and clips here and there. And just hope on my life that those are on there. Yeah, okay. The rest of this can get deleted. Don't really need it. I will take this guy, however, because I do believe he comes in a lot more colors now. Okay, you come in light bluish gray. That bluish gray will have to work for the boiler. Okay, so there is a slight bump up in rise. So we can work around that a little bit. I'm gonna need regular slopes. Actually, they're slope curved, aren't they? Yep, they're not an arch anymore. They've been demoted. You all the way through. Thank you. Go ahead and grab all this. Copy, paste. There we go. And just slap, well, I guess a 2x4 tile across there. Oh, wait, no. This has to be full solid because it's part of the wall. There we go. Alright, now we're good. I guess with that in place, I do gotta do the coupler pocket out the rear though. That's another thing I gotta do as well. What is that hanging out there at the bottom? I don't think that's for the brake rigging. Although that does look like a giant brake booster type thing. Alright, and for this front bogie being able to rotate, I'm sure we're gonna have to probably build the, or not? Oh. Well. OBS is having some issues. Center rear axle be included or faked? I'm thinking I might just not have it at all. And maybe you just won't notice it too much. Might have to do an OBS restart here if OBS is not going to cooperate. Yeah, I might, as I was trying to say, I might just not have the center wheel. I'm kind of hoping that by the end of this, it'll be not too visible. All right, I think we're gonna have to pause for a moment here, and I think I'm gonna have to restart my OBS. Seems to be really struggling. Blind flange. Only problem is I'm gonna have to change how I have this connect. OBS, you gonna stabilize? So yeah, I do have stuff here that's kind of in the way of having a blind flange, but that is also a possibility. Might have to come back to this, especially when I start designing the better valve gear. Oh, might have to actually come back to this bogey design a little bit, maybe with some fresh ideas. Alright, I think I will be right back. I think I'm gonna have to give OBS a restart. It seems like OBS is not wanting to stay stable at the moment. And OBS is my streaming software, by the way. Or are you gonna... Okay, I think we're back. I gotta double check, make sure I'm all connected back up. Yep, looks like I'm back up. Okay. OBS, I think, is working now. OBS often breaking something. Sometimes it just has its fits, its issues. Seems like doing the restart here has helped get it back up and going again. There we go. All right. Anyways, back over to the studio, shall we? I guess. The next. Oh, are you gonna start breaking again, OBS? Don't you dare do that. I saw your kilobit to dipping. Don't you dare die on me. Let's see. I think for the most part, I almost am thinking of now running panels down. It might sound strange, but maybe that'll make it so that the it can't handle all that pink. The pink, it's too much. But if I do panels, I mean, already that is extremely tight turning radius. I don't think it'll be turning that tight. What is... Okay, hold on. Can I get some R40 track in here real quick? Hide all that real quick. Hide this too. Actually, no, I need to keep that. Hide you. Some train track in here. See what this kind of sort of will look like if it is actually taking R40. Just like standard Lego train track. Like, this thing should be able to do this, no problem. Oh, okay. The worst that it'll most likely need to handle is reverse curves and turnouts. I mean, if I got enough flex in my bogies, I don't think I need to have too much worry. Oh, come on. Would you just frickin' attach to there? Thank you. My goodness. Okay, now yeah, you're not one to attach together. Why? Stop that. All right. Grab this bogey, hinge it at what degree of motion should we think? Maybe about there. And the front can be there. Does that feel appropriate? Here, I need a plate real quick. Just kind of direct this curved track in a more straight fashion. Okay, okay, I guess less than that, actually. That'd probably be as bad as it turns. You were close. Yeah, like I think a little less actually steep than what I have it currently. Be pretty correct. So yeah, this thing should be able to handle the R40s without binding up here. So like when these valve gears back dead center, shouldn't hit this. So yeah, I think we're more or less in the clear. The only thing I probably should watch out for is I will be putting a bracket at the bottom with some tiles. I might want to. Ooh, whoa! I had my timer going. That's me. That's my fault. The timer automatically starts when I start broadcasting, and I forgot to pause it. But yeah, I think overall we're looking at pretty good here. This will kind of hinge out over here a little bit too. Maybe a little bit more than that actually. Probably more over here somewhere. Yeah, like that. So yeah, no, this thing should do R40 just fine. So undo everything we just did. There we go. So yeah, no, I think we're pretty all right. Yeah, there's this part right here. There's that little stud right there, and then I need to hinge that up that way. A few things here that I need to do. I might need to just offset it just a little bit. Alright, question. How best to do that? Part of me says do 2 of these here. Let's get a hinge plate real quick. Hinge. Plate. There we go. And to just kind of offset it like that, maybe. And I'm almost expecting... Yeah, no, I can't really extend that hinge plate, like, at all. Now I'm thinking, like, what if part of that bar that comes down at an angle was actually attached to the bogey instead? It would look silly going around corners, but on straights it would look fine. Yeah, having that offset back a little bit so it's not hitting the valve gear is going to be kind of important. And actually, we can do even more. We can use this guy. And then do the plate round. Right there. Did that really come back like a whole nother stud? Yes, it does. That's fine. That'll allow me at least to cap off this firebox area. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be that strong. It just needs to be capped off a little bit. Can I put like a 2x3? No. It hangs down a little bit. Copy paste across there. Yeah, technically this boiler should be like a plate or two longer, which is technically possible, though not very easy. I think I might call that good. It's pretty close. All right, let's just grab most of this. Copy mirror. I don't think it has the wheel on both sides. So I just gotta slap this down right there. There we go. We have that going for us. A question. Bogey, can you have the angled bits on you and be fine with that? Okay, that can be like that there. I guess I need the hinge plate either way. And I probably should also do something to make sure that the hinge plate going around curbs and bumping all the time doesn't like slowly droop down too much to where the string pole vaults itself accidentally. That would be probably rather important. Probably just need like a bar or some kind of guard or something. Dang, you missed a lot? I guess? I don't know. Did we do a lot? Just been chilling and working. Looks great. Oh, looks, yeah, it's slowly coming along here. To build up the body, and I need to do more work up front too. Kind of just prioritizing the body right now, honestly. Even though I don't think the body is probably that important, but it'll be fine. Okay, tile there. Plate, go there. And okay, what if I did like a long brick coming out here? And then a tile modified. You. Okay, it's hitting. We can kind of fix that by changing this angle, but there's also another thing I gotta worry about, and that's this thing actually rotating. How bad does this hit things? Actually not that bad at all. Maybe we just need to remove the back of that boiler area. Be fine, or even just tile this. And that'll be like good enough. Right? How are we looking now? Still hitting a little bit. Honestly, not all that bad. Again, just kind of adjust the angle a little bit, and I think we'll probably be pretty golden here. Droop that down just a little more. That feels like too much droop. Where do we want it to sit at? We want it to sit at like 337? Yeah, 337. Kind of where we want it to sit. Yeah, no. Okay. What other options can I explore here? Where I can kind of have a fake looking extension to the back of this boiler. That is, I guess, partially hollow. How do you prevent it from drooping? I might have to put like a bar support kind of like along the bottom here. And that should prevent the drooping. I'll have to still add that. It should do pretty well for preventing any drooping, so that these don't come down and then this thing just pole vaults itself off the track. Let's see. I need you attached there. Thank you. And I just need a 2x4 plate along the bottom. Perfect. Yeah, so now that shouldn't hit at all. But yet it will still, at least from the side angle, look like a full boiler. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Alright, tile there. Good. I guess I need to hide some of this track. Track is probably getting in my way from working on things. There we go. Now I can see. Happy mirror. Put that over on the other side as well. Yep, like that. Perfect. Now I just need to attach something here. Oh, is it? Okay. So it's kind of preventing its own self from drooping a little bit. Oh, we're hitting. Dang it. Okay, that's an easy solve though. Let's see here. I just need you with the clip. And you with the clip there. I can actually swap out these bars too. Bar. You. Okay, you're not long enough. I might have to do a custom bar. Potentially. I mean, you're not low enough to where you're gonna get hung up on stuff, but you are quite low. Which is not fantastic. Tools. Do I have a tool or utensil or something that has a slightly longer bar that I can take advantage of? Yeah, no, that's probably not helping anything. I mean, it does give me an extra bar. Would you just go up, please? Thank you. No, that's not working out. Okay, I guess custom hose might be the way. I was hoping to find some resolution. Never mind, I think I just found my resolution. Oh, wait, what about a pneumatic T-piece? That might even be better. P's pneumatic, here we go. Yeah, that's slightly better. Okay, cool. Copy mirror. Pneumatic T-piece there. I should probably attach these to the bogey itself. But now all I need to do is, I think, attach something here. That'll kind of keep it from drooping too low. Is that roughly a candlestick? Oh no. I'll try some other things though, real quick. Oh. I guess this actually doesn't kind of work. Okay, fine. Custom hose it is. This part. Hose. Let's see here. Too long? Yeah, too long will be fine. Copy, paste. Nice. Alright, that'll be pretty good. Now I just gotta attach some stuff to this. And by stuff, I mean, if I just do like a stack of clips, the clips will kind of multiply their forces. So copy mirror, grab this, and you just stack on a couple of them. And because there's so many of them on there, that shouldn't really slide down too easily. And then there we go, we have a little stopper to stop that from drooping down. Will the T-piece also prevent drooping? Technically, yes, it would stop it at a point, but it wasn't like long enough to grab onto this clip up here that's holding these sword springs. So this should be working pretty well. So now we have all that going on, which is good. Technically, there should also be some stuff going on here. I wonder, how skinny is that box area right there? It almost looks like I just need to do a wedge plate. Maybe I should have just done that from the beginning. Maybe I didn't need to overcomplicate things. Some good old wedge plates just kind of stuck in there. Been pretty good. Okay, I need to hide these tracks again. In my way. Being able to see things here. Copy mirror, there we go. I guess some 2x4 bricks. Be fine enough for down here. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have some under detailing a little bit. And that won't hit these wedge parts at all. So that's all good. I guess the last thing I should do for this bogey though is actually officially get some couplers going on here. Let me go grab my coupler gauge real quick. Should be over here. Where is it? There it is. Oop, there we go. Copy that. Bring it over here. Hoist. Show all. Let's go ahead and just submodel you. Thank you. U piece of track. U piece of track. Okay, we're gonna have to probably pull this back a little bit. There we go. Alright, so let's get some couplers in here. I think, let's see, what coupler do we think might be best? Maybe this one? Yeah. What are you? 743Z? Okay. Now I'm looking at this, I definitely need more stud real estate. Okay, which means I gotta change up some things. Oop, not the poo. I need the plate round. Modified, yeah, you guys do wonderfully. I thought I deleted that. Hopefully I didn't delete something important, because I didn't delete the right piece. Okay, is that too tall if that's on, just on there? Oh, that's actually kind of exactly where it needs to be. So that's good. Yep, alright, perfect. We'll just throw some tiles around that then. Tile modified. Nope, not tile modified. I need the L tiles. Oh man. Okay, I cannot see what I'm doing. I need to hide some stuff. Mostly the rear of this frame here. Hide. There we go. Nope, not quite enough. Hide. There we go. Now I can see a little bit more. And I guess we gotta build that other droopy bit of bar into the rear here. Is that droopy bit of bar? I guess I need to go grab another reference image of one of these locomotives, the rear mostly. Is that droopy bar like really close to the... Must be really close to the coupler here. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do that. Let's see here. What part am I thinking of? Slope inverted. Yeah, this plate guy. You fit right there and not be in the way of that gear. Yes. Okay, you can be. Perfect. It is just barely out of the way of that gear. Alright, cool. So we can work with that. Sorry, I was yawning. I couldn't speak. I'm thinking I want to do maybe a bracket. Potentially. And then just do like a tile that's kind of just angled upwards. That might kind of look the part. Okay, right about there, and then yeah, bracket, you there, and you there, and then like a 1x2 tile. Actually, you know what? Probably with a wedge tile. Yeah. So I have a feeling we're gonna have to mount this at like 45, and if it's a regular full tile. Oh, blockheads, welcome. Finally working on instructions? Good. Putting on some tunes and just kind of jamming your way through it. Like I recommended. Maybe that will look the part enough. Yeah, we might be able to call that good. Questionably. Okay, so I think the rear bogey is now done for sure. So it would be nice to do a blind, but I... Virtual Riot's new album. Nice. Without further ado, we just need to actually, like, start working on the main body now. So I guess... Is that toolbox all the way across? No, it's definitely not. just a couple stacked plates. And then, you know what? More stacked plates. Why not? All stacked plates. There we go. And then a tile by 6, kind of along the back here. Give us kind of an essence of that toolbox. Maybe just shorten it down a little bit. There we go. Cool. Oh, I should probably, before I cover too much up here, I should probably... Technically, it's just remixes, but still, I mean, still good tunes, though. And before I cover everything up, I should probably think about motor and battery box placement. Did I place that motor backwards down there? It did. Yeah, I did. Okay, so that motor needs to be right about there. Means I need to hide the battery box here. Probably like this. Which, yeah, I probably have to hide it sideways and vertically. Copy, paste. There we go. At least kind of attach those together like that. And I just realized this is backwards. There, now it's facing the right way. Oh yeah, we have the cable wire thing that comes out this rear to worry about, don't we? Yeah, okay, so it's probably a good thing that that is hollow. There. I almost completely forgot about that. Which is probably a really bad thing. Okay, I more or less need to do brick modifieds, kind of going up right, don't I? And then I think I need to figure out like what kind of like, because I could just do coal. Coal would probably be fine for like still spooky Halloween themed fuel. But I'm wondering if there would be something better. It could be like spooky Halloween, like fuel that like a spooky Halloween train could run on. But I guess that can come later. All the... But I need to pull out my circuit cube, don't I? Because I forget what side is the switch. I think it's on the like this side. Was the wheel thing a wood burner or a coal? I think all three, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was oil, coal, and wood for Mason bogies. But we are doing spooky Halloween version, so if we do some kind of fantasy thing, green liquid. I mean, a green liquid could possibly work. Do like an oil burner, but like with like, I don't know, potion or whatever. Witch's brew. Now, because they burnt. Okay, does this tell me fuel type? I don't actually know the fuel type. I see a bunch of them here. I'm trying to look around here in the background. So I believe that they were all three. Wood, coal, and oil. believe there's an oil burner. Ugh. I'm trying to Google around here real quick, and I don't think it's going real quick here. I do believe that there was oil burner types too. Let's see, there was wood ones. Yeah, wood was one. I think there was coal types too. Yeah, and then yeah, there's definitely oil burners. So yeah, all three. Pretty sure. Glow in the dark wood pieces. Ooh, like spooky wood. What do we have even for glow in the dark? Parts. What color would that even be under? White, I guess. Glow in the dark white. Here we go. What colors even come in glow in the dark? Okay, so we have round studs. We have stars that. Do we have? Okay, we have brick rounds. 39 cents a pop. Actually not terrible. Oh, and then we have like the old Halloween spooky faces. The old Halloween trains. There are multiple glow-in-the-dark colors. Yeah, okay, so milky... We have glow-in-the-dark white. I think there's also like a glow-in-the-dark green. Yeah. Trans green thing. I think I have some stuff in this color. Yeah, there was like this Technic racer car that had these discs. I have that. And I think they also had these glow-in-the-dark green bars. Okay, glow-in-the-dark. Yeah. Trans, white, opaque. What color is this right now? It's trans. So what about the opaque? This is like the super green one. I kind of want to just... Actually, you know what? Let's come over here. Just want to do like a little test render of the glow parts, because I faintly like remember this color, what this color kind of looks like. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, we got trans white. Oh, I guess white is the one we're missing. And white has the brick rounds. Does it have tile rounds? It does have tile rounds. Okay. Oh, and it has these bits on glow in the dark as well too. Okay. We have some good options. Something we could do too is like if we want to do like spooky logs or something, use the brick rounds and then a tile round. Glow in the dark. Yeah, and we could do the tile rounds, and I could get like wood stickers that are like, I guess a little bit translucent or something like that. See how to do that with the Bring prints and like make like spooky ghost logs or something like that. Yeah, okay. There's some ideas coming along. Okay, I just want to do a test render here. See what these colors kind of look like. Ooh, they look a little weird here in this render preview. Black lines on clear backing. Yeah, we can definitely get something cool going. Okay, let's just yeah, whatever. Desktop, fine. Just literally just render it, please, real quick. So I am kind of curious about what these colors look like more. And without having the colors on hand, the renders is the best thing I have to kind of be my judgment. That glow in the dark pullback racer though that Lego released a long time ago was pretty cool. Lego needs to bring back more of those. Glow in the dark white is very close to white. Ah, okay. So yeah, that could work for like spooky ghost wood. So it could be designed as a wood burner, but have like spooky ghost wood as its fuel. Mix glow in the dark with yellowish spring green. Guessing that would be opaque trans green is a classic glow in the dark green. Okay. This almost has like a very pale kind of jade color to it, doesn't it? I can use that. Oh, here's our other guy finally rendering in. Spring green. Yeah, you could probably do spring green. This guy's dark over here. Whatever color this is. And we have, of course, we have our white glow that is weirdly bright. Trans neon colors glow under black light. That'd probably be good for like some potion stuff. And like maybe like when I do like the blood tanker, doing some like trans neon red on that or something. Get some like glowing red under black light. There's definitely some fun possibilities that we can play with since we are doing spooky Halloween train. Yes, this is like a very like sea glass green jade color. This is kind of dark. It's almost looking like a grayish. And then yeah, the white's just a bright white. Okay. Yeah, I think we're like we're here studio. I don't know if we'll touch you too much. What do you? Glow in the dark opaque. Yeah, I don't think we'll touch you too much. These two definitely have possibility. Spring green, yeah, it does look a little spring greeny here, but I know it's not so much when it comes to the actual thing. Okay. Save. Yeah, so we could do some ghost wood, some other fun stuff. Go ahead and get off of the glow colors for now. We'll come back to that again later. Okay, and yeah, I said I needed to look at my circuit cube. Where is my circuit cube? I think it's in this drawer. Yeah, there it is. What side is the switch on? Nope, charging. Okay, switch is on the back. Charging port is here. Switch is back is here. Okay. Just wanted to verify that before I. If you layer the parts and mix and match them, it should look pretty good. Give some like definition of color and stuff. Yeah. We can definitely play with that. There's a lot of fun we can have here. Okay, so I probably want to put it in kind of like this. And we'll try and hide and cover it over up top. For that, but just removing some of the wood should allow you easy access to the switch. And then we just have two wires kind of coming off either side here. That go around. I guess I need to make sure I have some kind of. Oh, you know what? I should probably just have like a hole through the floor. That would probably work. Just feed the wire down through. So the wire goes down through the floor. so it can come to over to this guy. If you come down to the floor, kind of behind here, I need to connect you to down there. Wire for what? For the motors. Can't forget that in the planning process, or else you're gonna run into problems. So yeah, I think I'll just have kind of a hole in the floor here, so that the wire to this motor over here can kind of come around and feed down to the floor, kind of through the firebox bottom here into the motor. So there will be a motor under the boiler as well as the tender. Yeah. So we'll have motor powers tender, and then motor that powers bogies. So it has a lot. That should, in theory, give this thing a lot of power, because it has two motors powering it, running it. And since you can do custom control setups in the Circuit Cube app, you can just link these two motors together and make them run in tandem. The only thing is is to make sure that the polarity is correct. So you may have to like pull out and flip the wires to make sure that the polarity is running. So if you push forward, one part isn't going in reverse and one part isn't going forwards. It's just trying to rip itself in half. Circuit Cube motors are high torque, low speed, right? Yeah, they're not extremely fast, but that should be probably fine for this. I don't foresee them having that much of an issue. You can up-gear some things sometimes, but up-gearing is kind of impossible right now on this one, mostly because of how if you wanted to, you could probably just up-gear this rear bogie and just run it off the rear bogie. If you really wanted speed, actually no. If you really wanted speed, the better option would be to probably power a car behind this, like a passenger wagon that we'll work on later on. You would probably want to power that and have motors and stuff in that if you wanted a lot of speed. But for a good chugging speed, these things can still go along at a pretty good speed, at least from what I've seen on people running them. These things can still get a good move on. So I don't think there will be too much of a issue of it going like too slow per se. That there. Oh, that is too tall. Okay. Well, I mean, we have plenty of room for the motor. I could just put the motor up a plate, and that'll be fine. Anyways, gotta go. Alright, blockheads. Thanks for tuning in and showing up. I guess good luck with the rest of your instructions. My brain wanted to say take care with your instructions, but I don't think that English works out. Yeah, there we go. Plus, I mean, if you really wanted to, the robotics kit, or no, the Space Rovers, that's what I'm trying to think of. The Space Rover Circuit Cube kit gives you enough motors and the receiver that you will need for this project. Okay, this bracket is partly in the way, so I need to split you, get rid of that one. Split you, get rid of that one. So I do believe I'm gonna have to bracketize the captain in order to get that curve in the back that I want. Yep, and it's in slopes, it's on arches, even though this technically should be an arch. This reminds me that I actually need to build my touches. Yeah, I still have a Heisler project that's been sitting around for ages. It needs to get done. I need to build my Heisler. So if you get on your project, I probably need to get back on that project. Though I do need to get a 3D printer to resume my Heisler project. Get on a test building. Hate being broke. Oh. Is that the one you were teasing about a year ago? Yeah. It was supposed to be tested and done a year ago, but things kind of fell through and then it just never happened. And yeah. So that was a bit unfortunate. I really had hope. The struggle is real. Yeah, no kidding. I really had plans and hopes of getting that going, and then it just fell through and just fizzled out and died. Oh, man. Oh, wait, do we have... Oh, interesting. We have, like, a short version. I didn't even know that actually came out. I must have missed that part. What colors did it come in so far? Pearl Gold. Oh, so this was probably in the C-3PO set. Then, because that's the only thing I can think of that would be purple. Yeah, they changed it this year. Yeah, because I remember this guy. This guy I know about, but I didn't know that they changed this one as well, the 4-wide boy. That part I missed. Yeah, into elementary to write up on these parts a while back. Yeah, I try and follow them on Instagram about their updates. When I should probably be following them on more than just that. For my own good as well. It's always good to know what new parts are coming out. Because sometimes it's worth waiting on a model for the new parts. Because, like, I'm sure my Heisler model would probably be, like, updated. Oh, with the new parts and new stuff as well. These brick around with the stone on the side are, like, the most fantastic piece ever. Has come out in recent time. They are so incredibly handy. I need lots of them. I need tons and tons of them. Okay, I'm thinking that maybe I should just do some cones probably here. With maybe some tiles on tops. And that'll help route the wire kind of around. Where am I looking here? There it is. Cone is right in my face. Cone on either side, and then a plate around on top. And yeah, you should be able to take the wire. The plug sticks out a little bit from here, but you should be able to kind of bend the wire around here to avoid the gear. And then the one, of course, will go down below, and one will go towards this motor. That should keep things pretty well. Alright, so I need to do 2x3 and 2x3. I'm trying to think if I want to have that door open or not. So I could do an opening door. Or do I just want to, like, negate having a door? I also just want to negate having a door completely. Okay, okay, this is 5 wide here. Do copy mirror. Heisler, they are direct geared locomotives that use drive shafts to turn the wheels. Yep. They're pretty similar to Climaxes as well in that regard, except Climaxes have the cylinders along the side and Heislers have the almost like your modern day gas engine V-shaped cylinders. Which is fun. There is I think it was only just ever drawn up between, yeah, there was also a V4, I believe, that had drawings at least made of it, and then that was it. It never ever got produced. It was, I think it was like a really big one too. It was not like your normal Heisler. Massive thing. I would have to relook back into that. Unless that was just a spoof engine, which it could be as well too. But I know I think there was real blueprints on that. Hard to know anymore. So many things that can mess you up. Alright. Try and get this body built up. I'll also have to do some interior stuff here. Probably pretty quick. Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, no. I have a better idea for how I can do some of this. Get rid of all that. Nope, actually, what am I doing that for? I need to put the 2x4s. There we go. Oh, actually, no. Go back. Yeah. No, I wanted to go back because I forgot that I need to do the front windows too. That'll basically take up a stud. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's the big brick there. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Brick, 1x4, by 4, by 2, by 2. Okay, we're running kind of low on time today. Try and finish up as much as I can here in the last few minutes. Okay, that's about as high as I need to go. I just need to grab these plates here on this side as well. Copy, paste. Looking pretty alright so far. Okay, now will the 3 tall window work out? Window 3 tall. Here we go. Yeah, no, it's like perfect. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. And then copy and paste again. Forward. Yeah, there we go. Ahaha. Yeah, there's just that little tiny window. Or windows, they're really tiny. Oh, actually, this is the inside, isn't it? No. No, I'm looking at it from the front, but without the smokestack and stuff in the way. Yeah, because this is the rod right here for controlling the valve gear. It's like all the way across the boiler. Gonna be some neat features of the valve gear that I'm gonna have to replicate. Probably a good thing I'm waiting till Friday to do the valve gear. Or starting the valve gear at least. Copy, paste. Yep, and then we'll tile it off. And we'll probably have to call that good for now. And then on Friday, we'll have to get some valve gear going. I think that'll probably be the plan. Maybe build a little bit more of this, finish off some of this. And then, actually, how much time do we have left? We're kind of going a little over time for today. But maybe I delete this. Copy, paste. And then I think I want to put some brick modifieds in here. It's coming along. Yep, that's for sure. It is most certainly coming along. Actually, I think what I need to do is I need to swap some of these plates around. Hold on, I have a better idea. There we go. We actually may finish this pretty quick, which would be good. I would like to have this at least finished. I don't think I'll be able to get instructions done for this quick enough. Or even testing, for that matter. But I would like to get some of this kind of close to done. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. Needed a cough. We don't have actually half round plates, do we? This isn't connected in by any bricks? No. Okay. So I need to put a brick round in here. Attach the front of the board. Would you just connect to that side? Yeah. You. There. Thank you. Okay. Now, plate round. You. And I guess I have to do some tile rounds all the way around instead of plate rounds. Kind of sucks. I wish we had this piece, but with 2 studs as well, with all 3 sizes. Actually, you know what? Screw it. 4 sizes. All 4 sizes with stud. That would be perfect. Even though I tend to use these smaller ones a lot more than the larger ones. Something like this with a stud, that'd be perfect. Something like those with a stud, that'd be pretty great too. Am I too far forward now? Okay. How have I done that to myself? I went from too far back to too far forward. Is it just an awkward in between where it's neither too far back or too far forward is correct? No, that is a lot more in line. Okay. I think I got it now. I just went too much in one direction, not enough in the other. Alright, bracket. The too tall guy right here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to stick a Technic brick in here. Along here, so that way it reacts to both sides. No, it needs to be a little bit above. Copy, paste. And it needs to be like a little bit above. Okay, so Technic brick. Is that there? Yeah, that's where I should be. Okay, cool. Copy and paste that along there. And then I guess we can figure out the bell thing later. This thing sticks out like way out each side. Let's just go, oh, the 9 line? No, 8. Stop? No, not with stop. Regular 8 long axle, thank you. Lift arm. Okay, attach you there. You there, good. Copy, paste on the other side. Sweet. And then put this kind of along right here. And yep, that is basically how that needs to be. And it just comes down here on the valve gear. I have to design up, I guess, the crank and stuff. Alright, I think now we're at a good stopping point. We got most of the stuff in place here for the valve gear, so I guess, yeah, Friday it's valve gear day. Valve gear and maybe some custom wheels. Yeah, probably. Anyways, without further ado, I hope you have enjoyed. Oop, okay, there we go. It saved. It just took a bit. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day / evening, depending on where around the world. Take care, and yeah, I shall see you all again next time. Bye-bye. Looking like a locomotive now? Yep. Good night, man.